Kevin Hart's coming to town and I wanted to see his show. I said, well, how much are the tickets? He said, they're $125. I said, God damn, mine are only $80.
But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gotta wear a dress.
Are you ready for some jaw-dropping revelations about Hollywood's finest? The renowned comedian Dave Chappelle stepped into the spotlight to expose the inner workings of Tinseltown with none other than Kevin Hart caught in the crossfire. You heard us right, we're diving deep into the juicy gossip swirling around these comedy giants. He's throwing some serious shade at none other than Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, claiming they've got poor Kevin Hart on a tight leash. Believe it? Chappelle's got this wild idea that if Kevin broke free from their clutches, he could soar to even greater heights all on his lonesome. Now, let's rewind a bit. David and Kevin, both comedy royalty, right? But according to Dave, there's a galaxy-sized gap between them. It kicked off when an ancient interview of Tyler Perry made its grand comeback on the internet. Perry spilling the beans about his Hollywood hustle on some show called Heart to Heart. Perry's dishing on how he paved the way for black talent in the industry when the big wigs wouldn't give him the time of day. Back in the day, you couldn't flip on the TV without seeing Perry's signature style, painting this picture of Hollywood as this barren wasteland for black creatives before he came along. Can you imagine? No black representation on TV. That's where Kevin Hart waltzes into the picture. See, according to Chapelle, Kevin's got himself tangled up in Perry and Oprah's web. He's their golden boy, their puppet, their lapdog if you will. But hey, who are we to say? Maybe Kevin's cool with it, or maybe he's secretly plotting his escape, ready to spread his wings and fly solo. According to the man himself, he was the Lone Ranger fighting for black representation when most studios were turning a blind eye. BN and WB, two major networks, were merging left and right, but where were the black shows in all this chaos? Perry's no stranger to criticism. He faced it head-on like a champ. Sure, his camera work might not win him any Oscars, and his scripts might be as predictable as Monday mornings, but did that stop him? Not for a second. Critics had a field day tearing apart his iconic Medea character, calling him everything from a buffoon to, well, let's just say they didn't hold back. But Perry? He just shrugged it off like water off a duck's back. He had a goal, and by golly he was gonna reach it, no matter what the haters said. And you know what? He did it. He smashed through those barriers like the Kool-Aid man through a wall. Suddenly, those same critics who once tore him apart were lining up to shake his hand and sing his praises. Talk about a plot twist, right? But Kevin Hart, comedy extraordinaire, was all ears when Perry spilled the tea. He nodded along like a bobblehead, soaking in every word like it was gospel. Why? Because Kevin knows a thing or two about criticism himself. Folks have been whispering behind his back, saying he's about as funny as a root canal. Ouch, right? But Kevin and Tyler share more than just a love for comedy. They share a disdain for dresses. He might have rocked the frock, but Kevin drew the line at cross-dressing. He's got boundaries, folks, and he's not afraid to defend them. Kevin Hart, Mr. Protect My Brand at All Costs, strutted onto SNL wearing a dress. Yeah, you heard me right, a dress. Now we don't know about you, but that's like seeing Superman trade in his cape for a tutu. Fans were shooketh, to say the least. I mean, come on, this is the same guy who preached about protecting his brand like it was the Holy Grail, and then bam, he's prancing around in frilly frocks like it's nobody's business. As soon as that sketch hit the airwaves, the rumor mill kicked into high gear, and conspiracy theories were flying faster than a SpaceX rocket. The hottest one? Kevin Hart joined the Illuminati. According to this wild theory, slipping into that dress was part of some Illuminati initiation ritual. Apparently, if you want to make it big in Hollywood, you gotta sell your soul to the devil, or so the rumors go. Tyler Perry's caught up in this Illuminati whirlwind too. The Medea character taking the world by storm, fans started whispering that he'd struck a deal with the devil himself. How else do you explain his show standing tall while all the other black shows bit the dust? Rumor has it, Perry's success might just have a little something to do with striking a deal with the devil himself. And guess who he's supposedly teaching the ropes? None other than our very own Kevin Hart. But before we jump to any conclusions, let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth, or in this case, Kevin Hart's Instagram page. When started buzzing about Hart's SNL dress stunt being an Illuminati initiation, Kevin clapped back with a post of his own. I wore a dress on SNL because I thought it was funny, he wrote. I made that decision. Nobody made it for me. I am my own boss. But the comment section was lit. Fans were divided faster than Moses parting the Red Sea. Insisted Kevin had no choice in the matter, that he was forced into the dress faster than Cinderella at midnight. Everything is a choice, but it wasn't your idea, one fan argued. Ouch, talk about throwing shade. Others, though, came to Kevin's defense like knights in shining armor. They pointed out that Tyler Perry rakes in millions with his dress antics, so why wouldn't Kevin want to cash in on the action? If all the greats have done it, it's kinda hacky, right? One fan reasoned. Here comes Dave Chappelle, comedy legend and king of keeping it real. Old interview with Oprah, Chappelle spilled the beans on his own dress dilemma. Turns out the producers tried to wrangle him into some frock for a movie scene, but Dave wasn't having it. I don't feel comfortable with the dress, he shot back. And who can blame him? Chappelle's not alone in his dress aversion either. He pointed out that plenty of other black comedians have faced the same pressure. Brokeback Mountain or something, he quipped. Almost all the black strong comedians I know have worn a dress at least once. See, Comedy Central came knocking with a cool $50 million offer to keep the Dave Chappelle show chugging along. But Dave smelt an Illuminati conspiracy and he wasn't having it. Now, Dave Chappelle's no stranger to a dress. Back in '93, he donned one for a Howard Stern spoof, no biggie. But here's the kicker. Dave's not against wearing a dress per se. Dave is with forcing black men into frocks for cheap laughs. Hollywood might be obsessed with it, but Dave's not buying what they're selling. He believes black actors should have the freedom to choose their roles, not be puppets on some producer's string. Let's not forget about Oprah, folks. She's come under fire herself for allegedly pulling the strings behind the scenes. Some say she's trying to control Kevin Hart, make him dance to her tune. Taraji P. Henson, Hollywood powerhouse and all-round queen, spilled some major tea in a recent interview that left fans shocked to their core. Broke down in tears, revealing the bitter truth of being lowballed in the industry despite her hard work and legacy. I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do and getting paid a fraction of the cost, she stated. And can you blame her? She's out there grinding, putting in the work, and what does she get in return? A pat on the back and a kick to the curb when it's time to renegotiate. But fans were quick to point fingers at none other than Oprah Winfrey herself. See, Oprah produced The Color Purple, a movie starring none other than Taraji P. Henson. I'm not sure people understand how bad this really is, one fan commented, concern etched on their face. Taraji's incredibly graceful and private. For her to cry like this before the public is heartbreaking. Some even went as far as threatening to boycott Oprah if she dared to cross Taraji again. But fans are rallying behind Monique, ready to boycott Oprah and her productions if she dares to cross the line. So what's the truth, folks? Is Kevin Hart in cahoots with the Illuminati, as Cat Williams suggests? Are Tyler Perry and Oprah pulling the strings behind the scenes? And where does Monique fit into all of this? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, see you all.